You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How you doing? How's your weekend? Are you over the time change thing that happens to us yet? I think I'm finally there. Opportunity. It's the thing we all look for every single day. Scott, if I can only have more opportunity, but there's opportunity everywhere you look. It's all over the place. In fact, I would suggest you probably have too much opportunity in your life. If you don't, you need to get busy. But if you do, what are you going to do? What's the cost of that opportunity? We'll talk about that today and how it's hardwired into you in terms of decision making. Maybe you didn't know that. You'll learn about it today. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. My mission, not that it means a darn thing to you what my mission is, but if you ever wondered what my mission is, and my mission is to follow my passion, do things I like to do, and that just happens to be getting out of bed and seeing if I can do my best to help you do the things you say you want to do. Because I know you're the boss of you just like I'm the boss of me, but sometimes we don't like to listen to our boss, do we? But we can't fire ourselves, can we? It's kind of hard to do. So I know it's difficult sometimes to get up and get moving and to make your dreams come true, particularly the long, hard ones, the ones that take a while to get to. That's why we're here today. That's my mission. What's yours? My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Have you got my Scott Logic email yet? People are liking it. They're 73% open rate this week. That's good because I hate to write stuff and people don't read. Go to getscottlogic.com and you'll find it there. Every single Monday I ask a question. Did I say I need to stop saying Be a professional, Scott. Don't say But I was thinking, come on. Have you done your homework? Simple question. One question within the homework. How's my life going? So here's what we do. Let's take the easy way today, the 1, 2, 3 way. I'll see if I can make it 3 steps for you. When the show's over, you lean back in your chair, and that's step 1. Step 2, you think, how's my life going? Is it going good? Is it going bad? Is it somewhere in the middle? Step 3, make a couple of notes about it. That's it. If you do nothing more than that, when you get around to next week and I bother you about asking that question again, you're going to go, wait a second, things have changed. How does it happen? psychological, scientific stuff going on there. But the bottom line is you have brought attention to how your life is going, and now you have no choice but to make corrections for the better. Do your homework. How's your life going? By the way, listen between the lines on these shows. I have a new coaching program I'm launching sometime in January, probably mid-January. Been on this for about a month, about a year and a half. Deep dive. I won't say what it is right now, but if you listen between the lines of these programs, you're going to start picking up some of this very cool stuff. Why? Because I just can't hold myself back. Pay attention. You'll learn more about that later. Opportunity cost. What is that? Opportunity cost and decision making. Does it go together? Well, of course it goes together. Every decision is the result of an opportunity, right? It just makes sense. If something comes up, opportunity, got to make a choice about what you're going to do about it. Now, a lot of us, we just make these silly decisions no matter what, and that's usually what gets us in trouble. You arrive at the Daily Boost on a Monday morning because you made a decision last week that was silly. Here you are. Too many options. A lot of us have too many options, and we have a hard time choosing. So if you've heard the concept of opportunity cost, you might consider it like a fancy term for a trade-off. In other words, every time you choose, there is a trade-off to consider. In business, often we do that. We're looking at things. What's the cost that's going to be? If I do this, what's the cost on the other side of this? And there almost always is one. So what I do, I practice in opportunity cost whenever I can, whenever I think about it. Sometimes, honestly, we get caught up in the day and we just don't think about it. But I try to discriminate. I do. Now, I don't discriminate in bad ways. I discriminate in good ways. I'm separating. I'm deciding. I'm trying to use extreme discrimination for less than ideal opportunities. So whenever things come my way, an opportunity comes my way, and you probably do the same thing, opportunities come your way all the time. It's like, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to suggest if you really use for extreme discrimination and look for less than ideal opportunities, you're going to figure it out. When I train my dog Levi in doing agility competitions, we have what's called obstacle discrimination. So we're running 20 obstacles, jumps and tunnels and things like that, and the dog wants to do every one of them, but that wouldn't win the game. Can't do everything and win the game. You have to do them in order to win the game. Only makes sense, right? Do them in order, do them fast, win the game. So we have to teach him to discriminate between what he's allowed to do and not allowed to do, because everything looks like an opportunity if you're a dog and there's a tunnel in front of you. I have a question I ask humans, though, because my dog, I can ask him the question. He just looks at me, cocks his head sideways. Looks cute. Makes me give him a cookie. But for humans, my question is, does this opportunity provide the fastest and most direct path to your goals? That's it. I don't worry too much about the cost of it. That's kind of a secondary thing, but that's the first place I start. Does it provide the fastest and most efficient path to reach my goals? Now, before we go on, it's easy to look at almost any opportunity and justify a path, especially if you're being persuaded by somebody else. I am not a big fan of justifying a path, nor am I a big fan of saying, do this to get that. Not usually. I have to do something else to get what I want down the road in the hopes that maybe it's going to happen. That, to me, is a cost I'm not willing to take. That's making a decision at some point in time, taking a job. If I take this job for 2 or 3 years, then I'll get what I want. That's too big a cost for me. I'll look at what I want and figure out how to get there directly. Too costly otherwise. An opportunity cost is not a personal development hack, as I mentioned earlier in the show. It's actually in your mind. It's a survival tool. It's your mind deciding how to expand energy most efficiently. Expend energy most efficiently, probably the better way to say that. So let's back up a little bit. If you're one of those kind of people, and you might be, that is saying, it's opportunity cost, it's business, I'm thinking opportunity, what's it going to cost me? And you're just like a spreadsheet kind of person, that's what you're doing, that's where you're coming from, you're missing the boat. You're missing the fact that it's built into you. Not something somebody taught you at a seminar one day that you need to be doing. Yes, it's important to do that. It's built into you. You naturally are looking for efficiency. You are naturally looking to survive and to thrive. Your mind is naturally doing that. So when you understand your mind is naturally in that state, there's nothing artificial about this at all. You don't have to pretend to even know what you're doing. You already do know what you're doing. It's crazy as it is. You know what you're doing, even though you didn't know what you're doing, because that's how they built you. So what was that question again? Does this opportunity provide the fastest and most direct path to reach my goals? Whatever they happen to be. an efficient path to reach your goals. Think about it that way and see what happens. Sometimes we spend so much time looking for the hack, the idea, the way somebody says something, the tip, the strategy, the thing, that we forget that every single minute that we're alive, our mind is naturally doing it for us. And if we can tap into that power, it's easy to discriminate against the things that will not be more efficient, not allow you to thrive and survive. And just get rid of them, and makes decision-making a whole bunch easier when you think that way, doesn't it? A whole other podcast is about remembering to do it and having the time to do it and being present in your time and space to make it happen, which is sometimes, that's like a whole different podcast, but maybe next week, we'll see. What's going on tomorrow? Are you practicing the focus, finish, focus model? You should be. If you're multitasking, you will not like this show. Yes, you can multitask certain things. We'll talk about that tomorrow, but you can't do everything. So make sure you don't miss tomorrow's show. If you'd like this show commercial-free, we have it. Go to dailyboostpremium.com. Get it there. If you'd like something free on top of this show, go to getscottlogic.com. I'll send you a little 110-word email every single day. You're going to like it and make you smile. You'll learn something, a different perspective. I twist it just a little differently than you used to. Getscottlogic.com. I'll see you tomorrow.